Hello everybody and welcome to a new series on this channel. Thank you all so very much for the 200 subscribers. That just happened literally like 10 minutes before I recorded this. So I guess this is a 200 subscriber special series, even though it's going to last for a very long time, I would hope. What this series is, if you couldn't figure it out by the title, is that we are going to be going ahead and playing on the new versions. Now, I just realized my sound isn't working. Why is that? I'm going to reload my sounds and then we will be right back. Alright, sounds are now working. I just had to reload my resource pack. Kind of weird that that happened, but it's 1.14. Bugs are a thing apparently, which they really shouldn't be, Mojang, but whatever. So we're just going to gather some of these sweet berries real quick, which is one of the new items in 1.14, and I really love this texture. Japa did amazing. Also, we are now in the 1.14 textures. Now, one thing to note is that this seed is actually specially chosen, and it's specially chosen because of that village right there. That's going to be where our first home is going to be, but I don't want to start working on that just yet. Ooh, we have some. Are these Lily of the Valley? Yeah, Lily of the Valley. Awesome. And they're right next to some white tulips. That's awesome. We're gonna pick those. But anyway, what's really cool about the seed is that village, and that's where we're going to be claiming home for the first while. We're going to be renovating that village. But the thing is that I don't really feel prepared to protect the village yet. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to be running over to this flower forest because it's right next door and running a little bit away so that hopefully the village isn't loaded so that our villagers don't die. And speaking of villager death, which it's not going to make sense for a little bit, but speaking of villager death, we have some data packs. And one of the data packs is a villager death message data pack. Now, I don't know if it tells us what names. Ooh, some cornflowers too. That's cool. Doesn't this give us, yeah, blue dye. That's a new item in this as well. What was I saying? So we have new data packs. They're all so far, at least, from the vanilla tweaks. Let's get some wood real quick. Oh, I keep doing that. I did that last time I played. What was that? Deaths? No. Wait, I think that's minutes played. Yeah, 4 minutes played. Cool. So we even have a minute tracker. That's pretty cool. But anyway, what was I saying? Data packs. All of them currently are from the Vanilla Tweaks website, which I will leave in the description, along with the seed. Sorry guys, I'm just really excited to get started with this series. I've been wanting to have a single player series for a very long time, specifically vanilla. But we have some data packs. The first one is the villager tweaks or villager death message. Let's also get a axe, which will tell us if any villagers die. And since I plan on having villagers be a central role to our village, I've always loved the idea of building villages and putting villagers in them so that it's actually lively. Villager death messages will help us know if there's any real threats. Let's also get some stone here and start getting that going. New achievement, or advancement, I mean. Let's see. We also have the 3 anti-grief data packs. We have the anti-creeper grief, anti-enderman grief, and the anti-ghast grief. So that way we can still have mob griefing on, but we don't have to worry about having, like, if we turned off mob griefing, then we would not be able to have farming villagers. We just found a mob spawner. I did not know this existed here. Okay, hello zombie. We don't have any torches yet. Is there any coal that we can quickly mine? Anywhere? Ooh, that's a deep hole, but there's some coal down there. think we are going to venture down. But yeah, we have those anti-grief ones so that we can have villagers farming. We have customizable armor stands, which I haven't gotten the book in this world yet. Gonna have to run a command for that. I'll do that later. We have the more mob heads data pack. So mobs have a chance to drop their heads more than just zombie skeletons and creepers. I think that's all the heads. Okay, let's get some of this coal. And then also there is the track raw statistics and track statistics. I just like tracking statistics in general, so but we would add that in there as well. And then along with that, we also have, one second, we have a few recipe changes. I can't tell completely what all they are from the names. It's been a while since I chose them all because I've been planning this series for a long time. It's just a coincidence that I started it when we got 200 subs. The first one is coral blocks, and that is going to, I think, make it so that we can renew coral blocks by crafting the smaller coral blocks into big ones. We have dropper to dispenser, just a simple one, not sure if we'll ever use it, which makes it so that you can just add a bow to a dropper to make it into a dispenser instead of having a bunch of droppers laying around. We have equestrian crafting, which will let us craft, let's make some torches before we head down here. Will let us craft horse armor. I don't know if it lets you craft saddles. I'm gonna have to check up on that. There's also, there's one that's just called Minecraft. I don't know what that changes. Looks like maybe stairs? I don't know. There's more stairs, which lets you get more stairs every craft. There's the sandstone dyeing, which lets you dye sandstone into red sandstone. Uncraftable ice, so you can uncraft like blue ice into packed ice. Uncraftable nether wart block, so it's actually a storage block for once. Ooh, there's more iron over there. And universal dyeing, which will let us dye different colors of wool into a different color of wool, which is pretty nice and should just be in the game in general. But yeah, that's all the data packs we have. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go mining down here, explore this cave as far as it goes. Then I'm going to head back up here. We're going to take on that spawner. Shouldn't be too hard. And then I think we are going to go ahead and gear up and then start working at the village. I just quickly went down there and we got everything that there was. There wasn't really that much. About 30 iron. We got an iron pick going. But let's actually check out this. Why is music playing? Oh, music's on. Did I turn that on? I don't know. But here's some zombies. We don't have a weapon really. We have a stone axe though, which is pretty good. Is that a zombie head? No, it's just a carrot. Still pretty good if the village doesn't have any carrots, which it should. We're just gonna mine this and figure out what it has in a second. Alright, what did it have? Diamond horse armor. That's pretty nice. Some gunpowder, string, some more iron, I think. Bones. Not bad. And piercing 1. What's piercing? I feel like that's either a trident enchant, which I don't think it is, or maybe it's for the crossbow. If so, that's pretty cool. Would be nice to get a crossbow. Let's get this mossy cobblestone while we're here. Although I do think that new villages spawn with mossy cobble, so it might not be as rare as it used to be. I do have to say though, the texture is a lot better. I used to really not like the dark green saturated color. This is a really nice change. Japa did amazing work on this texture pack. This is one of my favorite texture packs, honestly, now. There's a few that I like just because they stray more from vanilla Minecraft, like Germsy Boys, or I'm actually currently working on one. I think we have, yeah, we do have my work in progress one currently installed. Let's go ahead and get a sword going. We're already getting like a full inventory, but I don't want to set up base here, so we're not going to place any chests. Let's get a full suit of armor. I think we can afford that. Well, not yet, but once this is all crafted. And then we should go and check out what the village has. We now have a full set of armor, and it is turning day finally. Waited out the night. I think that it is time to go ahead and head back to the village and check out what's going on over there. I have checked out a little bit of it in creative, but really the only part of this entire seed that I've checked out is the village. And that was a couple days ago, so I don't completely remember stuff. Didn't check any chests or anything. Because I sort of wanted my first reaction to be on camera. And the only cheating, or like semi-cheating I've done on this world is the data packs. Because you do have to, at least as far as I know, you have to do /reload to do those. And also we're going to be cheating in the book with /function something for the armor stand data pack as well. So we are now where the village is. Now I'm not completely sure what the best entrance is for this. There's a path over here for some reason, but I don't think it's going to head anywhere. No, you can sort of see the village up there. Also, I did not mention that we do have Optifine. It's in its pre-release or whatever they want to call it. It's like alpha or beta. So there are probably some bugs. I was trying to use shaders earlier in the test world, and I got a lot of lag. So if we do any time lapses with my other account on, then we're probably not going to be able to use shaders, at least until Minecraft or Optifine. Don't know who is default there. Probably Minecraft, honestly. Whichever one fixes their stuff, no shaders until then. So we have these new grindstones, which looks pretty neat. I'm pretty sure it's really good just for disenchanting. There's a chest here. Iron sword, iron pickaxe. Wow, that's really good, actually. Hello. Using your grindstone. So a few useful things in there, but I have a full inventory right now, so we're not going to be able to get any of it. There's a dark cave over there. What's in here? Anything? A bed. I don't think we're going to take this one. This house, because I'm pretty sure almost every village, or every house has a bed, because I think that's like a requirement for villagers to be happy and to breed. So we have a little cow pen here, which is pretty nice. We're going to be using that. Another grindstone. I think there's another house down there, actually. Let's see. No, it's just a well. Ooh, an iron golem. That's nice. That's one thing I want to change the texture of, honestly. Like, it looks really nice, keeping with the white iron feel, but I'm going to be working on a darker iron look. Maybe a steel, I don't really know yet. Another bed building. Doesn't look like there's anything over there. Let's check out what's up here. But yeah, the main reason why I chose this, another cow pen. Hello, are you a butcher then? Ooh, another new block. This is a smoker. Let's smoke some of this. So I think what this does is it cooks food twice as fast, but it doesn't look like there's much else other than this. Let's quickly wait for the steak to be finished. And there we go. Okay. So there's some pumpkins there. What's over here? Any chests? That's what I'm really looking for. Oh, there is a chest. Some sweet berries, some spruce logs, some bread. A lot of this stuff we're going to have to come back for because my inventory is full. Another one. Some spruce saplings. Interesting. Some pumpkins. Any in here? No. Okay. There is also this pretty big house here. Anything? There's some looms. We're definitely going to be working with this. This is the new way to make banners in 1.14. But from what I have already seen of the village, I think that we are going to be making our first home right here. But first, what I'm going to be doing is it's kind of late IRL for me, so I'm going to take a break and start working on this tomorrow. I am now back, and the first thing you may have noticed is that we're currently in shaders. And as far as I can tell, FPS is actually doing pretty good on the recording. Won't be able to tell until I get to editing it, though. So I'm only going to do a little bit of this in real time, and maybe we could do some more of this depending on how it ends up looking. Oh yeah, I did turn off animations. What animation would that have been? Because this is the only one I have. Oh, so that's the one. Huh. Well, it didn't really affect FPS that much, I don't think. Anyway, so there was someone here, some house here that had two looms. So it was like the weaver or whatever they're called. I don't know what that profession would be. Um, and I decided that we are going to be living on this cliff. So I started laying out this house here, and this took a little bit to get all the cobblestone for. We still have quite a bit more. But what I plan on doing with this village is that we're going to be redoing it all. But I want to keep with the style that Mojang did, sort of making a revamp of it. So we're going to keep with the same block palette for the most part. I have been getting some stone ready for stone bricks that we can use for texturing, and the way that this is going to work. While I've been building this, I've been thinking a bit of the lore for this village, and I was thinking if you look at these villagers, which just happened to walk into here, I didn't put them in there. You'll see that they're all wearing these really warm, like woolen, woven coats. And I was thinking that that's probably something that they need a lot of, especially in this sort of climate, because this is supposed to be like a more cold biome. We could probably get some snow over here. That could be pretty cool. Um, but because that's such a necessity, I was thinking that maybe the weaver would be the person that is the richest. So this is going to be their house right here. And I planned out this little garden out here. The fences aren't put in yet, but you'll see that there's this uh, beautiful view in the back. And I was thinking, while I was doing this, I was thinking that the way that this build is going to look like the old Weaver's house a lot. So it has the two doors on both sides with the center. It's also going to have a similar roof. The only difference is that this one's going to be two-floored, and it's going to also have a back door with a garden. So that's kind of the inspiration I got. I'm not sure if I really showed it off in the video. I don't remember, but hopefully you guys got a chance to see it. I'm thinking that in front of here, we could maybe have like a statue here, so we could use the armor stand data pack. Maybe of a sheep or of just some clothes, I don't know. Something. And then over here we could use some wool to make like um a roof type of thing, but it's gonna be a small one because if it ever snowed here, that would be a pain to clean out. Also, it's starting to sunset, and I've been making sure to sleep every time that it's night because right now we have no protection for this village at all. Anyway, what I think I'm going to be doing for the next probably hour is building this, and I'm going to get my second account in here and we're going to time lapse this. So hope you guys enjoy. And it's now the next day, and I hope you all enjoyed that time lapse. Hopefully it wasn't too framey. I haven't seen how OBS reacts with shaders yet. That's why we're currently not using it. So I just wanted to do it a little bit so I could test it. I did a lot of stuff off camera compared to what the time lapse showed. That doesn't look right. That block should not be there. First of all, I textured the walls. I added this awning because I figured if he's going to be a weaver, then he should be using some more wool. We're going to be adding an awning over here too, I think, over this path. Um, this path right here, it leads to his backyard, and it's not done yet, as we don't have any bone meal to really decorate it. And also I want to get a tree, custom spruce trees around here. But we have these sheep here, and I originally planned on him being the one that would be shearing the sheep, so that's why it's in his backyard. But then I thought to myself, well, if he is, um, he's the weaver, or loomer, I don't know what they're called, I think it's weaver. Um, but there's also a villager called a shepherd. So maybe we could have a little house here, like maybe the size of that, and that could be where the shepherd lives, and he works for the weaver. Um, we're obviously going to have more than just that little pen for the village, but we could just have that one over there, maybe not filled with that many sheep. So like maybe as pets, I don't know. Also, I added this statue here using the new armor stands data pack that I was talking about before. And like we can check the target, and it lights up with that armor stand because that's the closest one. And you can change his pose with the book. I think we were using stargazing. Yeah. And the plan for this is that's our first pickaxe that we made for this world. And I'm going to be putting this armor on it when we get either new armor or when this armor is close to breaking. I also added some sweet berries around here because I figured that there are going to be two different things that this village is going to be known for. It's going to be sweet berries and wool. And along with that, I was thinking, so this village is on a cliff. It's a spruce village, has sweet berries, has wool. Those are the main features of this village, so I was hoping that someone would be able to be inspired and give me a name for this village, maybe in a different language, something for Sweetberry or Cliff or I don't know, something like that. Because I'm really bad at names. Like for example, the YouTube channel's name and like my name on social media, Trikzon. I got that from a random name generator like a couple years back. But yeah, that's not supposed to be like that. Let's go up there. Along with that, along with what we're doing right now, the house is not complete. It still needs a better interior, which I'll show you in a second, but I think it looks pretty good. At first I was really unhappy with how the roof was. You probably saw that I redid it like 3 times. But I think it looks good how it is right now. It's a little bit off, just because it's kind of a weird design using logs for the roof, but I think I like it with how we had to, or how I wanted to base it off of the villager house. And we might be keeping with a similar style, probably not going to be 2 roofs, but just one, like something like that. For the rest of this village, not completely sure yet. We'll have to figure that out. But I think that this is a really good starter home. Let's go in here real quick. So it's kind of empty currently, but I would like to add more interior. We have looms here for banners, and this could be like where he's working. Let's go and sleep really quick. Should have done that first. I've been making sure to sleep because I do not want these guys to die, because we've already had like 5 villager deaths, which is kind of a scary thought. I really don't want the whole village to just be extinct by the end of this. I want to have a living village. But let's go back in here. So he's working over there. We have two staircases, symmetrical. One of them is going to up here, and then the other room is basically the same thing. They both have windows on the back. And I was thinking one of two things could happen here. Either one of these could be a bedroom and the other could be storage, or they could both be bedrooms and we could have a storage in a basement under the house. So I think that we're going to be going with a basement just because that seems like a much easier solution for storage. Then we have a little kitchen here. It's currently not much of a kitchen, it just has a counter and some plants, but we will be moving in furnaces or the new, what is it called? I don't think I'm gonna be able to see it here. The um, the block that smelts food 2 times quicker. I don't remember what it's called, but we're going to be having that stuff in here. Maybe we could even get a chimney going, maybe. But this is going to be probably the most luxurious house in the entire village. It's going to be a small village. Only plan to be staying here maybe 6 episodes, maybe slightly more. But it's mostly just for us to get started. Next episode, I think that we are going to be working on protecting these guys. So maybe getting a wall around the village and then lighting up the place so that we don't have to worry about sleeping so much. We'll still be sleeping, but right now I feel like I can't even go mining because what if this place is loaded and then they die? And I mean I could block them in, but that's no fun. So yeah, we're going to be protecting the village with a wall. Maybe do a bit terraforming, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you guys in the next video.